Practice your English now with another cartoon. Practica en inglés ahora con otro cartoon. Ese cartoon te va a enseñar más que todo preposiciones y verbos que tienes que aprender. Tienes que aprender a decirlos correctamente. Generalmente las personas que hablan inglés no utilizan bien las preposiciones. Por ejemplo, Carlos leaves home at 8 o'clock. Leaves home. He walks to the bus stop. The bus arrives at 8:05, and Carlos gets on the bus at 9 o'clock. At 8 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, he gets to work. He goes to the office. Si ves, cada uno de esas frases tienen una preposición dada. No puedes decirlo distinto. Y hay que aprenderlo de memoria. Dime de otra forma cómo se puede decir. ¿Ves? Nosotros también tenemos nuestras preposiciones. La gramática no te ayuda. Si tú aprendes con la gramática, tienes que aprender la gramática también de memoria. La gramática lo que hace es que disminuye la velocidad de tu comunicación. Todos los que hemos vivido en un país extranjero, allá eventualmente, con el tiempo se borra la gramática. La gramática no existe con el tiempo. Solo existe la memoria. Créenos. Si tú no has vivido en otro país aprendiendo la lengua extranjera durante años como yo, entonces créenos. Bueno, aquí va. Vamos a ver qué nos dice. Vamos a hacerle preguntas a la AI sobre esto. Hello.
Hello, nice to hear you again.
Can you see the cartoon?
Sure, I see the cartoon. It shows Carlos leaving home, walking to the bus stop, getting on the bus, and arriving at work.
Yes, please answer these questions. What's the man's name?
His name is Carlos.
What time does Carlos leave home?
He leaves home at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Where does Carlos go?
He goes to the bus stop.
Where does Carlos go after leaving home?
He goes to the bus stop.
What does Carlos take to work?
He takes the bus.
What time does the bus arrive?
It arrives at 8:05 a.m.
Does Carlos get on the bus?
Yes, he gets on the bus.
What time does Carlos get to work?
He gets to work at 9 o'clock a.m.
Where does Carlos go when he gets to work?
He goes to the office.
Does Carlos go to work by car?
No, he goes by bus.
How does Carlos get to work?
He gets to work by bus.
Does Carlos leave home before or after 8 o'clock?
He leaves home at 8 o'clock.
Thank you very much. Now, would you please describe the 4 pictures for us?
Sure. First picture, Carlos leaves home at 8 a.m. Second picture, he waits at the bus stop and gets on the bus when it arrives. Third picture, he travels to work. Fourth picture, Carlos arrives at 9 a.m. and goes into the office.
Thank you. Now listen again to the same text with another voice.
Carlos leaves home at 8 a.m. He walks to the bus stop. The bus arrives at 8:05, and Carlos gets on the bus. At 9 a.m., he gets to work. He goes to the office. Questions and answers. What is the man's name? His name is Carlos. What time does Carlos leave home? He leaves home at 8 a.m. Where does Carlos go? He goes to work. Where does he go after leaving home? He goes to the bus stop. What does Carlos take to work? He takes the bus. What time does the bus arrive? It arrives at 8:05 a.m. Does Carlos get on the bus? Yes, he does. What time does Carlos get to work? He gets to work at 9 a.m. Where does Carlos go when he gets to work? He goes to the office. Does Carlos go to work by car? No, he doesn't. He goes by bus. How does Carlos get to work? He gets to work by bus. Does Carlos leave home before or after 8 o'clock? He leaves home at 8 o'clock.
Okay, that's it for now. Please remember to give us a like and subscribe if you like. That will help us getting more stuff and teaching the right way to learn a language. Bye-bye.